Okay.
Hi, welcome. It is August, I think it's the 19th. I think it's August 19th, 2020. I'm Julie Hawkins. I am the Biz Psychic. And my usual sidekicks, my cats are sleeping somewhere today, so I don't think they're going to be joining me today. So no tails. Just a general disclaimer, sort of, which is when I give guidance, it's always at this moment in time. Whatever is happening, it is the best, strongest energetic possibility. Always subject to change. I don't want that to sound like a cop-out, but change happens all the time. And so we're always giving you our guidance based on the strongest energetic possibility. So today, there was kind of a mixture of things that we were going to talk about in addition to questions. One of them is the financial climate. Where we stand right now, we're a little over 2.5 months to our national election. And I just heard, may the games begin. And it almost feels like, yes, that's exactly it, may the games begin. And it honestly, sometimes it feels like the Hunger Games. And I don't know about you personally, but me, in my regular life, I'm kind of sick of the Hunger Games. So yeah, it's crazy, and we'd like to see a return to normalcy. It's gonna ramp up. It's gonna feel more and more like the games in ways that we never anticipated. It's which is disconcerting for humans, and and in some ways painful. It's never about feeling, it doesn't feel like it's in the highest and best interest of what most humans strive for. And yet we need this agitation, we need this conflict to arouse and to ignite change. And that's really what's going to be happening. In the United States, there is the election coming up in November, and we will tell you that in this moment, we still see, as we have for many months before, the change in management, from what's happening there now to from a Trump management to a Biden management. And we still see that happening. In fact, we actually feel that a percentage of the population that has been following the occupant of the White House currently has really diminished over time. Interestingly enough, he has a very loyal set of followers, and they will always be with him. They all think alike, and this is what we call the law of association, and people connect through this law of association, not attraction. This is very different. And so they will continue to stay with him, and we see that as okay, because it inspires more conflict and interest, ignites more interest in wanting to see greater change to a higher vibrational level. So as painful as it may feel for a lot of humans, this is really a good thing, because it encourages growth and evolution. And this is the only way forward. Growth and evolution. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed. There's a group of people, a percentage of the people, that will always resist this, will not want to go along. No matter what they see as the change, it doesn't really matter. They like status quo because it feels the most comfortable for them. It's very interesting. So this is what we see at this moment in time for the political climate. And again, you know, you'll see some back and forth as the days count down. We see it as kind of interesting. We watch it and think it's a remarkable exhibition of human human interest in. I'm just going to close out my email here so that you don't hear the ding. I forgot to do that. A exhibition of human frustration. Okay. So be patient, my friends, be patient. And just focus on what you want and where you want to go and how you can evolve, of course, personally, because your own personal evolution is what leads to a collective evolution. Let's see if there's anything else where they wanted to go. We will talk a little bit more about the pandemic, but we wanted to talk about that sort of from, again, a longer view. We see a lot of trial and error happening, and we talked about this, I don't know, a couple of months ago, how things will, certain places, states, counties, cities, whatever, will try certain things, and then it's two steps forward, 1 step back, sometimes 3 and 4 steps back. And it's okay. It's okay. We want to reassure you that eventually we will have a system that works, and doesn't mean things are going to be perfect. First of all, things are never perfect. There's no growth in perfection. So there will never be any kind of perfection around anything. It simply does not encourage growth. We will see the landscape of the pandemic grow, change, mutate, change again, come, go, be in remission, come back stronger. And this is just par for the course. It's going to happen over the next, let's see, we are in August. You're probably going to see the most of that until we feel like February. And then we may start to see a decline or a feeling of decline or plateauing, where we feel like we can pull back a little bit and try again to implement what we think of as humans as being more normal. Okay. In the meantime, there's the normal is change. The normal is what happens every day, whatever is happening that day, whatever change takes place that day, whatever, however we make a step forward and then have to make a detour to the left or a detour to the right. This is normal. This is our new normal. Okay. Let's see if there's anything more about that. And there may be more that comes up in questions. So that's our general viewpoint on the pandemic. And it's a big overview. There's a lot of places we can go to go deeper and delve down to more specifics. Some of those may come up in our questions. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, let's see if there's anything more. Okay, we are ready for questions.